me fix one of these up for you? You used to like butter and jam, right? Lucy.
It's not you. It is hard to get her attention when she's on her phone. Hey, hi.
Yeah?
Your dad wants to know if you'd like a biscuit.
Okay. You know, she sure seems to be in a different mood than she was last night.
This is a lot for her to handle. But that doesn't give her a license to ignore us. Honey, we're talking to you.
It's okay. I don't mind. I just want her to be comfortable.
Okay. I mean, I am trying to be really sensitive to all that she's going through. But it doesn't mean she can be disrespectful and rude.
I agree, but, you know, my time with her right now is just so short. Maybe you could let it slide just this once.
Oh my goodness. What a surprise to see you all here together.
What are you doing here?
Well, good morning to you, too.
Hey, you didn't get everything off your chest yesterday? You gave quite a performance. Self-deprecating, yet melodramatic swan song. And yet you're back the next day, so if you're having second thoughts or you're looking to cause trouble, today's not the day.
It sounds like maybe you need to get something off your chest.
Yeah, well, I have nothing to say to you.
Yeah, it's because you got what you wanted, Kyle.
Why does that feel that way? Oh, right. I'm still having to deal with you.
You know, I'm just here to pick up the rest of my things.
Yeah, Jabot has a policy of sending them to fired employees. Victor Newman.
I know you.
Perhaps from my mugshot?
You're the slime ball who was involved in stealing my wife's necklace.
You know, we have a very important decision to make.
We do? I thought we made the big one yesterday.
Well, yes, moving in together is a monumental step, but almost as important, I need to know that you're okay with your side of the bed. I mean, once you make that choice, there's no turning back.
I think we're good.
Yeah?
Morning, Jack.
Summer?
Morning. Diane, you've certainly made yourself at home.
Summer, the tone.
My tone?
I don't know if it's due to Diane's presence or the fact that you're angry at Kyle over his colluding with Victor, but either way, I think I speak for both of us in saying it is not appreciated.
I'm sorry. I didn't even know that I was doing it. I'm sure that sometimes I can be hostile intentionally, but this wasn't one of those instances, so I apologize.
No worries. It's perfectly understandable.
It was not intentional, but you're so angry at Kyle that it just came out that way naturally.
Exactly. I mean, I'm furious with him. I can't believe that he went behind my back like this. I'm sure he's very sorry. Yeah, he's sorry. I mean, he was apologizing profusely last night again, but a bunch of I'm sorries? That's not gonna make this all right.
I think it's understandable that you're still angry. This is going to take some time.
I mean, what was he thinking? I mean, Jack, you must be just as angry at him.
Yes, I'm angry. I'm frustrated, but I also know from life that pretty much everything is forgivable. Diane and I talked about this a whole lot last night, and I woke up determined to put this behind me and move forward, to focus on what is doable and not what has already been done. Kyle is, I think, genuinely repentant, and in the big picture, that's what's most important.
I think that's right. He's definitely not sorry for what he did to Adam, but I do think that he feels terrible about deceiving us. I really want to forgive him. I do. I guess just not there yet.
I didn't exactly lose my job. I don't know if you remember, but I resigned. But I would like to thank you for accelerating the inevitable. You know, like I said, Jabot's not the right place for me. So just so we're clear, there are no hard feelings on my part.
And I have no feelings about you one way or the other.
Okay. Consider me off your plate. But I really wish you'd make up with Jack. He is a good guy.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me that.
My father, on the other hand, the jury's still out on that one. Can I give you a little piece of advice? Even when the cause is valid, it's not a good idea to team up with Victor. I've learned that one the hard way.
Yeah, I'm not you, but thanks.
You're just not giving an inch, are you? I will leave you with a compliment. I really admire your willingness to go to such extremes to protect your family.
That's never going to change.
Hey, so what are we having for breakfast?
Now's not really a great time.
Okay, well, I don't want to intrude. Just, so great to see you here. Really is. And hey, Lucy, we didn't get to spend a lot of time together in Portugal.
Hey, Phyllis. Sweetie, it's Grandma.
No, it's Phyllis. She was right. So great to see my very, very handsome son and my gorgeous granddaughter here together, and Heather. So, why didn't you tell me that you were planning on coming to Genoa City? We could have flown from Portugal together. Perhaps, you reread press release on Daniel's gaming platform and you realized it was better to be together as a family.
Phyllis, I don't know.
Mom,
What?
just stop.
How is it that you're walking the streets of Genoa City, a free man?
It's simple. I'm not the one who took your wife's necklace.
Who did?
I think you know.
Why don't you enlighten me?
Diane Jenkins and Jack Abbott had me framed.
Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins. I'm not surprised those two would come up with a cockamamie scheme like that.
Could I get a large coffee to go, please? You know, you and I have a lot more in common than you think.
Really?
Like our mutual disdain for Jack and Diane. Maybe we could use that to our advantage.
I despise both of them. But the enemy of my enemy doesn't make you my friend.
Dine around Halifax once again and preview the menu from local legends Celtic Corner in downtown Dartmouth.
And the 2023 Canada Winter Games kick off on Prince Edward Island this weekend, so we'll speak with the chair of the board for a little preview of what we can expect from those athletes taking part.
Hey guys, don't want to intrude, just making conversation, that's all.
Read the room. Can't believe you're forcing me to say this. Nothing you think worked out did.
What do you mean?
Take a second look around.
I mean, it looks...
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for forcing us all to face what is painfully obvious.
We really need to get going.
Okay, listen, I'm sorry if I misunderstood. I'm very, very sorry. Daniel, how long are you in town? I'm sure that Summer would love to see you.
That is a decision for Daniel and me to make.
And it's not that type of visit.
We have to get back for work and for school, although we are going to visit Christine and Paul because they've been dying to see Lucy and me, and it would be unfair.
Oh, wait a second. You set up a meeting with Christine and not with me?
Okay, well, that's enough. I'll go back to the hotel with you guys.
Okay. Bye, Phyllis.
Bye.
Bye, Phyllis.
Hey. You talking to me? It's a good sign.
talking, but I'm not sure you're gonna like what I have to say.
Summer, how long is this going to go on for? How long are you going to stay mad at me?
Don't worry, I'm on my way out. As in, I'm not coming back. Oh, you guys want to check, make sure I didn't take off with any special Jabot artifacts?
You seem so disinterested when you were working here. I can't imagine you'd want to take anything that would remind you of the place.
Fair enough. And like I said, Kyle, no hard feelings, okay? I know you were just doing what you felt you had to.
Adam, can you just stop? He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to deceive his family.
That sounds like something I don't want to get in the middle of. But, Summer, you should know this. I understand what he was trying to do. His intentions weren't pure, but they were well-meaning. So I wish you success at Marchetti and with each other.
That was the person who was the victim of my scheme with Victor. He has forgiven me. Why can't you?
Yeah, he forgave you because he's not married to you.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess, this is what you meant when you said Diane hadn't let you down.
Jack and I are back together, and he insisted that I move in with him.
Well, this is rich. When I so-called rubbed our relationship in Diane's face, it was unforgivable, but now that she's doing it, it's perfectly acceptable.
Now, why you're here in Genoa City doesn't concern me. And whatever scheme you're cooking up with Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins doesn't interest me either.
Fair enough. Thank you. I've got to get going. I'll let a few things take care of myself.
Before you go, let me tell you this. You did not use anyone in my family as a pawn. Should you prevail upon any of them, or someone in my orbit, I'll come after you.
No, this is nothing like what happened between you and me. All Diane did was share our news with you directly. News you would have found out anyway. And she did not use our relationship to manipulate any
Your
situation.
entire relationship, Jack, is built on manipulation.
More importantly, I think it is time we all stop dwelling in the past. This is where we are now. Maybe we could all focus on the present, move to the future with a little kindness and understanding.
You're kidding, right?
It's like gloating or bragging.
You may have been a little overzealous, but I share your enthusiasm about our moving in together. Besides, we didn't know Phyllis was going to be here. It wasn't like you were using the situation to manipulate her. All is forgiven.
Okay, how many times do I have to apologize? I've said I'm sorry in every way I can think of. I wish I hadn't made the decisions I did. Most notably the choice to lie and omit things from you. Look, when we got married, we entered into a partnership. A promise to share every aspect of our lives together. Somewhere I lost sight of that. And I know there is nobody in the world more invested in me than you.
I'm glad that you feel that way.
I get it. I do. So, can we please let this go and stop fighting? Just forgive and grow from it. You can see how remorseful I am, so I am asking you. Can we please move on?
Hello, Father.
Hey, Adam. seat.
You know, I wanted to congratulate you.
On what?
I hope I'm the first one to tell you this, but I just wanted you to know that I've officially resigned from Jabot.
I'll be damned.
So you can consider your campaign a tepid success. In the end, I did leave of my own accord, but your interference did play a big part.
How you liking your new school?
It's cool.
You know what? Maybe Lucy could stay here while I run back to the room to grab a couple things. I mean, I don't need a disinterested teenager in my way.
Yeah, sure. We'll have a few more minutes with her before you go see Paul. If that's okay with you.
Hand over your phone.
What? How come?
So that you can talk with your dad for a few minutes without your hands being glued to it. You are capable of going 10 minutes without it. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I get you anything? You want water or a snack or something?
I'm fine. We just had breakfast.
Hey, are you okay? Because last night it seemed like things were starting to be okay between the two of us, but now it feels like you're putting up a wall.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, I hope that's true, because you don't seem fine. You know, that's something I might do if I was uncomfortable or unsure. Are you feeling that way? It's a really pretty bracelet. It's a really nice color. I thought that your favorite color was pink.
I stopped liking pink when I was 7.
Oh. So now it's blue?
No. Sage green. That's my favorite now.
Sage green is a beautiful color. Whose favorite color is blue?
It's yours.
My interference? I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on. Come on. Kyle already admitted to the plot that you two concocted to sabotage me at Jubot. There's nothing to hide. Okay? I just came over here to tell you your instincts were right. I didn't belong there.
Took you a hell of a long time to realize that.
Or just because your general thoughts about that were right doesn't mean the way that you went about it wasn't despicable, because it was. The end did not justify the means. But it does make me a little curious, because you are not known for devising a half-baked plot. So what's the next part of the plan? What's phase 2?
I can hear the regret in your voice. But the question I keep coming back to is, would you regret this if you hadn't been caught? So if Adam had been fired and my grandpa gave Marchetti the textile mills and nobody ever found out what you did, because honestly, Kyle, I'm not sure that you would. This whole time, you treated me like an obstacle to overcome. You worked around me and Jack and anybody else who might have disagreed with what you were doing. You let me think that I had persuaded you to not go along with my grandpa's plan. And as your wife, it really hurts to know that you felt like I somehow couldn't be trusted.
That's not true. I know I can trust you. It was a mistake.
That's the thing. I don't know that it was a mistake, because it's just since I insisted you back out of Jag and Diane's plan to frame Jeremy Stark, there's been this distance between us. And instead of continuing to talk to me about things, you withdrew.
We felt differently about that. There was no point in continually butting heads about it.
Yeah, I was looking at the bigger picture, at the rift that it was creating in our family, and all you saw was me trying to stop you from doing what you wanted to do. And so the next time something else came up, instead of making a better choice, you just hid your bad decisions. You decided, since you knew that I wouldn't be okay with it, to just hide everything from me.
I can't deny that. And I don't know what else to say, besides continuing to reiterate, I feel awful about it.
I don't like fighting with you. I hate feeling like I'm questioning everything that you say and do. I hear your apology. I know that you want things to get better. So do I. I'm worried that sweeping this under the rug is going to make room for this all to happen again in the future.
Look at you two. You two look so cozy.
What the hell are you doing here?
You know, I really miss the eggs, Florentine.
How did you finagle an escape from custody in Chicago?
Did you break out of jail?
Of course not. If I had, it wouldn't be wise for me to show up here, and I wouldn't. No. I have excellent attorneys who got rid of those ludicrous charges against me. Next time, you're going to have to do a better job of trapping me. May I join you?
No, you may not. Just tell us what you want.
Look at this guy. Always a knight in shining armor. I was that for you once.
You were a fraud and a thief, and you were using me.
That's a hell of a statement coming from someone who just masterminded a theft to frame me. Anyway, back to your question, Jack. What do I want? What do you think I want? Money. And that would be understandable since your payoff to me ended up right back in your bank account, just like you planned it.
You want cash? How much?
No, revenge would make sense, but, that's all petty and beneath me now. Came back to Genoa City to say, brava, Diane. You are exceptional. That's twice you've gotten one over on me, and that never happens. Deserves recognition. Don't underestimate this one. Take it from me. It's a fatal mistake. All right, well, I've got to go. I'll leave you to it. But I think I'm going to stick around in Genoa City for a long while. So, I'll see you soon. Have a good day. How did that look from your vantage point? Was that last smile too much, or was it just enough?
What are you doing? I mean, why are you here? Why are you actually here?
Look at you. Out here watching, intrigued, unable to turn away. It doesn't have to be that way. You can get in on the fun. Now I see myself in you. You live for the game the same way I do.
Okay. You're deranged.
Summer, you are my best friend and the love of my life, and I will never lose sight of that again. You were right when you said I wasn't thinking about the bigger picture, about us, about our family, and I have been selfish. I can admit that. But this Adam chapter, it's over. So I am begging you to forgive me. I know we can get past this. We can do better. I can do better.
Well, why do you think there's a phase 2?
Because I know you as well as anyone. And you would never knowingly leave a loose end.
That's a very good observation. And that's why you belong at Newman, not at Jabot, where you sell soaps and perfume, for heaven's sake. You're too smart for that. You always think steps ahead.
And I can smell the patronizing praise a mile away, and I'm not really in the mood for it. So let me tell you what I think is going on. You were hoping to undermine me at Jabot, so I would come crawling back to you.
I want you to be at a place where you can exercise your full potential, son.
What potential? The potential that only you can unleash?
That's right. I can. Because only I know your true potential. And I want you to work at Newman, where you meet challenges, much bigger challenges than you would ever meet at Jabot.
All right, well, now we're getting somewhere. What kind of challenge were you thinking of? Did you have something in mind? How far ahead were you thinking when you put this plan in place? I mean, come on, you got me out of Jabot. What did you want me to do, beg for a job? Admit that I actually like my father's boots on my neck? Or that I will finally stay in my lane? What is it, Deb?
Blue is your favorite color, right? Or at least it used to be.
It still is. I love that you remember that. Did you get that color because of me, or I don't know, was it like one of a set or something?
When we first moved to Portugal, I missed you a lot. Not the way you were when we left Savannah, but, the dad you used to be. All the kids at boarding school would talk about their fathers and them visiting and all the important things they did for work.
And you couldn't talk about your dad?
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad. I could brag about my grandfather being a rock star, and when they would talk about their moms, I could talk about Heather. So I guess that was sort of the same.
You know, you have a lot of people that love you.
But there's only one you. When I saw this bracelet, the color made me think of you. I bought it so that I wouldn't forget that once upon a time, I had a dad who loved me.
I am so sorry that I was not there for you. And that I wasn't the kind of father that you could tell your friends about. You know, this new life in Genoa City, it's about me becoming that kind of man. Because I want you to be able to walk through the world proud. You know, to say that Daniel Romulati Jr. is your dad.
Why couldn't you do that back in Savannah?
I don't know. It's complicated. And I was in my own head. I was wrapped up in my own wants and needs. I was creating resentments. I was pushing away the people that I cared about that were close to me. Things got bad, then they got worse. I could actually start to feel the old me slipping away.
Did you ever think about how what you were doing was hurting me?
If I'm being honest, it was really hard for me to think about anyone except myself. You know, for a while, I lost sight of how much you and Heather truly mean to me. And, that's something that I'm going to regret for the rest of my life.
I never forgot about you. Even when I wanted to. This just made me feel closer to you. Take it.
You giving it to me?
Maybe if you have it, next time things get tough, you won't forget that you have a daughter.
I want us to work this out, but I can't just ignore the fact that you betrayed me. So it's not easy for me to forgive, especially when I can't forget.
What can I do to prove my dedication to you? To help you see that this is a mistake that won't be repeated?
I don't think that there is anything unless another thing like this came up, which is the last thing that I want.
Me too. And I promise you I would handle everything differently.
I guess all I can do is ask for you to be patient with me. Just give me some time.
I love you so much.
I love you.
I honestly hate that you see things so cynically.
It's another Newman trait. You know, actually, it's a good survival skill, especially in this family.
Son, you listen to me. I've always thought you were very bright. You had a special talent. You're almost genius-like, son. I'm glad that you stopped being at that stupid place at Jabot. You only did that to piss me off.
Oh, I hate to break it to you, but that wasn't about you.
Oh, really? Now that all this Jabot nonsense is behind us, then you and I work on fixing whatever's broken between us. You understand? You're my son. I want you to work with me. I want you to know that you're always welcome in our family and in my company.
It's nice to know that there's a spot for me. And I will accept your generous offer, if that's what it is. On one condition. Give me Victoria's job. You do that, and I'm all yours.
Did that really just happen? Or are we having some sort of collective nightmare?
No, Jeremy Stark is very real, and he is back in Genoa City.
At first I thought I was imagining things, and then I was struck by this icy panic. Jack, I guess we were wrong. To think that we had found some way to finally get rid of him for good.
I thought he would take his lumps and just let it go.
Yeah, but he didn't. He had to have come back for some reason, and all the reasons I can think of are not good.
He can't hurt us.
But yes, he can. We hurt him. Jeremy's not the kind of person to just let bygones be bygones.
I stand by what we did. We needed to get him out of our lives and out of town, and we did that. Temporarily, yes, but we'll do it again.
How? He is going to be on guard now even more.
Stark was right about one thing. It is a mistake to underestimate you, especially when you have me by your side. I am going to be completely devoted to getting him out of our lives. For good this time.